beginning of this show is going to revolve around all of your questions on the Cyclospora parasite. And it's microscopic. So it's a parasite, but it's microscopic. And Dr. Vaughn is very well versed in parasites. Yes. So he knows a lot about the parasites, knows a lot about all these different ones that can. And this stuff, because of the outbreak, it's gained a lot of attention and it's scaring a lot of people. We just want to throw down some facts for you. You know, you whatever, take with it what you want, but we're just going to throw down some things so that you can understand, try to answer your questions, and maybe you think, Doc, we'll all survive?
Yeah, we'll definitely survive. I don't think it's killed anyone yet.
No, just very uncomfortable.
Very unpleasant symptoms.
Yes, that last for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they
could lead to other symptoms, too, and we'll get to that.
Yeah, you do have to treat it, yeah.
Yeah, you do. So right now we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to dive in to Dr. Vaughn and spiritofhealthkc.com when we get back right after these messages. It's Cyclospora, a microscopic parasite that attaches itself to produce.
Yes.
And if ingested, it's not great. But there's been a lot of questions, so maybe you could enlighten us. You just put out a whole paper on it, right?
I did, yeah. I put out an Instagram post on it that's already got like 65,000 views, and we have a little protocol you can do, and we've had multiple people do it and literally say they feel better the first day. Like, it works very, very quickly.
This is after they got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to work in a couple of days. It works quick if you take the right things.
Okay, all right. And now they're trying to trace the roots of this outbreak. In our area right here, we had last week 80 new cases.
Okay.
Now, there's been thousands all over the country.
Right.
And it was mostly spread by restaurants that were using contaminated or parasite.
Produce, let's say, right?
Yeah. Produce. Mm-hmm. And it infects the small intestine.
Right.
And it causes severe illness.
Right. Diarrhea, bloating, dizziness, pain.
Yes. Severe diarrhea, nausea, fatigue, low-grade fever, weight loss, excessive gas, bloating, cramps, and explosive. That's how they listed it.
Eek.
Explosive diarrhea, which can be dangerous.
You don't want that, yeah.
No, you don't want that. So what do we do? All the people are concerned.
Sure.
Some people aren't buying. They said on the news not to buy bag lettuce because this parasite cannot be killed by chlorine.
Right. So I guess if you just look at it from a logical standpoint, you only have a couple of choices. You either have to avoid everything until it passes or throw your stuff away and avoid buying fruits and vegetables, or like what we're doing, you continue life as normal. And you take maybe one extra precaution to wash your fruits and vegetables, which we use ozone. Now, we're sold out of all of our little ozone machines because of this, right? But that's what we always did is, we would just, and we did this before, you just put all your fruits and vegetables in water in the sink and you put the little ozonator in there and it ozones, basically oxygenates with this ozone, and that would kill, any bacteria or parasite or anything that could be on your produce. And we put a recipe. If you go to our Instagram page, I have a whole post on this, and we did give a little recipe on a fruit and vegetable wash that's apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, and I think baking soda. That would also work as well. So you either have to throw everything away and avoid everything. You have to take the extra precaution to wash your fruits and vegetables, or, you just kind of continue life as normal unless you get sick and then you treat it. So to me, that's the issue. And this goes back to like my heart and my passion in this from the beginning is we need to know how to take care of ourselves at home. We need to know how to treat basic conditions. To me, this is a basic condition. You could almost say it's like food poisoning, right? Food poisoning is when you get a bacteria and you get food poisoning, which almost everybody's experienced that at some time in their life, right? We've gone to a restaurant, we ate something that was bad, and we got quote unquote food poisoning. Right. When we go eat sushi and we get food poisoning, that's not a bacteria, that's a parasite. There's parasites on raw fish, right? So this is, to me, it's no different than just having like food poisoning. So the question is what do you do for food poisoning, and why aren't we prepared? Why aren't we educated? It goes back to, again, we don't have stuff in our homes to take care of very basic things. We've been trained that if you have a problem, you run to the doctor, right? And that's what's happening. If you get sick, we're running to the doctor. And what are doctors giving to people for Cyclospora? They're giving them an antibiotic for a parasite, which, you know, off the top, it's like, oh my gosh, that doesn't make sense. It is actually working because of it's interrupting the life cycle of the parasite. So it's working to some extent. It wouldn't work as well as if you actually took a protozoan parasite type of medicine. And I've talked about this before. There's a big craze out there of people taking ivermectin and, you know, some of these other pharmaceutical drugs for parasites. Well, ivermectin's not going to work. Ivermectin treats helminth, which is worms. It's not going to work for protozoan parasites, which are the small microscopic parasites. So we have stuff in our home and in our cupboard that if we get food poisoning, pick up a parasite, we pick up a bacterial infection, we get a cold or flu. Our kids had whooping cough a couple of years ago. Whatever we have, we need to know how to treat it. We need to have the stuff in our home, in our medicine cabinet, so that we don't freak out and run to the doctor, and we don't have to like completely shut down and disrupt our lives in fear that we're going to get some like XYZ infection. So yes, it's real. Is it blown out of proportion? Yes. Like that's what the media loves to do, is they love to scare the patootie out of every single human being and think that the world's going to end. But to me, this is no different than like the listeria outbreak that happened right a few years ago with I don't want to say the company, with the lettuce at a certain food company. Yes. Right. But yeah, we need to have the stuff at home, and we need to know how to treat it. And we have all the stuff in our store, and we have a protocol for it. And we've had multiple people take it, and it works immediately. And we've already heard back from people who said it works immediately.
And you sell all that in your store?
Yeah. It's just herbs and a good binder.
And it's on that website or Instagram.
Yeah. I mean, I think we have people like post like outbreak or, you know, some word or something, and then like we send you the protocol. It's free. I mean, if it's just a it's just a protocol. I mean, you can just come to our store and you get a couple herbs and you can knock it out.
Yes. The FDA says, of course, that the nationwide spike in this parasite happened in late June of 2026.
Okay.
And now it's getting worse.
Yeah, and once you pick it up, you know, I think it does take a week or, you know, 1 to 2 weeks to actually like get in your body and start to reproduce. It's asexual. It's a protozoan parasite, which means it can reproduce on its own. But it will reproduce, and it can be in your body and get worse and worse and worse for days or weeks if you don't treat it. So you need to do something if you get it.
So if people are interested in that, in your treatment for it,
yeah,
can they get it online? Do they call you?
Call the store, go into the store.
Okay.
Look at our Instagram post, find the post, send us a little note. We'll send you the protocol. I can tell you the herbs. It's simple. You want me to tell you the herbs?
No, I'd rather come in.
Okay, well, yeah, come into the store. I mean, but really, one of the things I'll mention you need is, I think you need a binder. It's no different, again, than if you got food poisoning. You want to bind the toxins and poisons. What's making people sick? Well, what does a parasite do? Parasites are poisonous, right? They're dumping toxins and poisons into our body. That's why we get diarrhea. Why do you get diarrhea? The body's trying to flush something out it doesn't want. Why do you get a fever? The fever's heats up the body to kill the parasite. So these are all normal reactions to the body being infected with a poison. And so you need to take a good binder, and you need to take the herbs that kill the parasite, and it kills the parasite very, very, very quickly. You'll be better or completely over this in a couple of days.
The oxygenator?
The ozonator.
Ozonator?
Yes.
To kill the whatever's on the produce and things. Are you going to get more in?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, I think we had a pallet of Therasage delivered today. That's the company we get it from. So I'm pretty sure it might have delivered today. So if it's not back up in the store today, it'll probably be up like Monday or Tuesday.
One of the people sent in a question that said they sell this. Actually, she said that they sell this fruit and vegetable cleaner to clean produce. You spray it on. It's a bottle of stuff. I don't know what's in it.
I would look at the ingredients because you can probably make it yourself for cheaper. It's probably apple cider vinegar, and it's the same stuff. I mean, again, I have a recipe on my Instagram post. It's apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, and baking soda.
Would you get the residual flavor of the vinegar?
Nah, you won't even notice it.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Nope. It'll just clean the parasites off, and you'll be fine.
This is what they say. This is
the infamous they.
Yeah, who's they?
Who is they?
There's a guy down at the car wash.
Right.
So that guy is they? Yeah.
Right.
They said the main spreaders of this outbreak is fresh salad greens, shredded iceberg lettuce, and different mixes. Fresh herbs like cilantro and basil.
Okay.
Berries, especially raspberries, and snow peas.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Snow peas. That's interesting.
Snow peas.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
That's what they say is the main. And then on the news, when they like to scare everybody,
right?
They're saying, don't throw away your bag lettuce because chlorine. It says wash 3 times. It's washed 3 times.
Right.
In a chlorine kind of chemical.
Yeah.
And the chlorine will not kill this parasite.
If chlorine doesn't kill it, that's pretty scary. I mean, I would be shocked to believe that chlorine wouldn't kill a parasite. I mean, chlorine kills everything. Right? That's why they chlorinate our water.
I know.
Because it kills everything.
I know.
So I don't know if I believe that. But anyway.
Just a news report.
Yeah, well, just the fact that they wash our lettuce in chlorine should be scary right there, right? Like that's not cool.
That's gross. Isn't it? And they attach that chlorine molecule to those artificial sweeteners.
Yeah.
And, it's real sugar, but with that chlorine chemically attached to it, which your body rejects because it's a poison.
Well, guess what? We have been eating salads every single day at home, but all the lettuce has been coming out of our backyard, and none of us have gotten the parasite.
Well, that's smart right there.
Yeah. Hey, let's go back to let's start growing our own food.
Yes.
Right? Stop spraying chemicals on your lawn to make your grass pretty and actually start growing food on your lawn.
I have not a large area, but I'm growing bell peppers and I'm growing jalapenos. And those are the only 2 things that the animals won't eat.
That's true. They will not touch those. Yeah.
No. They stay away from
we grow
the jalapenos.
okra, too. I've never had animals eat our okra either.
That's good. That's good.
Or the lettuce. Animals don't eat. Oh, actually, deer will come in and eat the lettuce once in a while.
Rabbits.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. I've been in a battle with the rabbits.
Yeah.
Trying to get them to quit eating my plants.
So I just want to reiterate, whether you get these herbs now to treat the parasite, great, fine and dandy. Have stuff in your medicine cabinet at home so you can treat anything and everything that pops up and you don't have to run to the doctor. You should know how to take care of yourself. You should know how to take care of your kids by having simple and basic herbs that work in your medicine cabinet.
And you said that these herbs that you put together for if you're diagnosed with this,
right,
you start taking these, and it doesn't take the 2 weeks to get out of your system.
Gosh, no. You'll knock this thing out quick. And I believe in taking therapeutic dosages for acute situations. So I actually have people take it every 2 hours. So I have you take these herbs, you just drop them in water, and you take it every 2 hours, and you just knock this thing out quick.
Really?
Yeah.
And what you're talking about is be prepared, even for the common cold.
Correct.
So
yeah,
you have
get a
remedies
cold
for
or flu,
that.
You get a food poisoning, you pick up a bacteria parasite, you get any kind of sickness. Kids get strep throat, they get whooping cough, they get mono, they get, right, name it, like, kids, whatever you or your kids are getting, you should be educated enough to treat and take care of yourself at home. And if you peruse our website, you will find there are natural therapies and remedies for everything. I mean, my kids are 13, 11, and 9. Have they ever taken a single thing from a drugstore? Never. Like, drugstores would not be in business, right, if they were like, with our family, right?
Right.
So, we don't go to the doctor for things unless it's an emergency. We know how to treat and take care of these things at home, and I really believe everybody should be empowered to do the same thing. All the information's on our website. Call our store. Look at my YouTube videos. Like, get educated. So again, I'm just like, yes, this is a concern in the immediate, but be prepared for the future. Who knows what's going to happen? What happens when all breaks loose and you can't get stuff at the store anymore? We've had moments like that, even with COVID, right? You couldn't buy toilet paper, right? You couldn't buy all kinds of stuff because everybody freaks out. But there could be a real issue at hand, and then are you going to be able to take care of yourself at home? Do you have medicine to care for your family?
And so much panic with that COVID and the toilet paper thing.
Yeah, that was kind of a funny joke.
Still, she goes, it'll be 2034 and I'll still have toilet paper.
I know. Yeah, you prepared for the apocalypse with the toilet paper, huh?
Okay, so they, again, the guy down at the car wash, said that cooked food is just fine if you get it to a temperature at 158.
158 is all, huh?
That's all they said, and it'll kill all the parasites and bacteria.
There you go. Cook all your food. That's a simple solution.
Yep. But, it's not as good. I want to get what you're selling. Once you get those back in, I want to get one of those.
Oh, yeah, one of those ozonators?
Yeah, you just fill up the sink with water.
Yep, and there's a little, tube with a little, I can't remember what they call it. It's like a soapstone or something, but it's a little thing that, and then the machine produces ozone, pushes it through the tube into this little thing, and then you just drop it in the water, and it's basically just ozonating the water. And you can actually see like the gunk come off the produce and float to the top. Yeah, it gets the junk off.
And if you want to stay safe, then get one of those, and you could put your apples, whatever you want in there.
Just do that long term, especially berries and things like that.
Yeah.
It's true. You don't want to leave berries in those containers that they send.
Yeah.
It gets bad really, really quick. You want to take it out of those containers. You want to clean them, dry them, and then put them away in a different type of container, and they'll last a lot longer.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't know that. And they're saying that any of the natural wrappers, like on bananas, like on oranges, work perfectly well.
I don't know.
That's what the news said.
Oh, I don't know.
So, like a banana would be perfectly fine because it's got its own...
because it's got skin.
It's got skin.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
And, grapefruit or
that
an
makes
orange.
Sense. Yeah, pineapple, whatever.
Anything like that you're...
Yeah. It's not going to pick up the parasite. Because if it's on the surface of the skin, you'd throw it away or whatever. You wouldn't eat it.
Right, you don't eat it.
Yeah, in theory, that totally makes sense.
Okay.
Yep.
So, I hope that answers your questions. Again, if you have further questions, make sure you call the store. You can call them at 816-492-5648. And a lot of these, all these herbs and everything that you're talking about are all sold online.
Yep, they're all online. And the ones I'm talking about, like, you can buy some of this stuff in powdered form, but they're tinctures. It's so easy. They're little bottles. They're tinctures. You just put a few drops in water and you drink it. And it's medicine. It's just different than the medicine, we've been sold through pharmaceutical drugs over the last 50, 70 years, right? It's the herbal medicine God gave us from the beginning that people have used for thousands of years. It's just fallen out of popularity in America because we've bought the whole pharmaceutical drug model hook, line, and sinker.
When we talked a couple shows ago, and Dr. Vaughn tries to come in a couple of times a month, and I'm going to do a walkthrough at the store so that I can not miss anything with all the cleansers that you have and all the natural herbs and the wild crafted herbs. And see, I've learned a lot since we first.
You're very educated.
Yes. I really was interested in what you were talking about when it comes to, beef liver and all these other superfoods that you can cook. But when you talked about the little pill, that's a beef liver pill.
Beef liver capsules, you can do that, yep.
And that works just as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, eating liver would probably be better, and you'd probably get a lot more that way, but most people aren't going to do that. So taking it in a capsule works.
This was a question for you. I hope we answered all of your questions, or some of them, but again, you can go to thisiskansascity.com, bottom of the homepage, and send us more if you'd like. Dr. Vaughn, why don't restaurants sell chicken livers anymore? Have you heard that there's something wrong with chicken livers? Question.
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with chicken livers. If you go to Mexico or France or I don't know where, any other country, it's still very, very normal for them to serve organ meats. Tripe and liver, foie gras, right? You've heard of that?
Oh, yeah.
Foie gras, that's pate. Very, very normal in other countries. I don't know why they don't do it in America we just think it's gross, maybe. I don't know.
No, they just stopped carrying them. Even the chicken restaurants.
I have no idea.
They don't carry them. I found one restaurant that'll sell them.
I mean, I guarantee you there's millions of chicken livers out there because we're eating chicken every day, aren't we?
We are.
We eat a lot of chicken. So there's got to be a lot of chicken livers somewhere.
Do you eat a lot of chicken?
I eat probably more than I should. Okay. I really like chicken. I
really
do.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's great for you too.
Yeah, I love chicken.
But you also love beef.
Fish, I think, I would actually put chicken lower on the list. I'd say the best thing for you is wild meat. That would be like bison and elk and, like your wild game. I think beef is very, very nutrient dense, and a lot of people are anemic, especially women. So I think quality beef is important. I'd say fish is really important because of the omega-3s. I think eggs are a superfood, especially the yolks. There's so many nutrients in eggs. Like we're told eggs are bad for us and they're high in the cholesterol and blah, blah, blah. Don't listen to any of that. So I'd actually put chicken lower on the list. I love chicken.
I do too.
But I think as far as animal protein is concerned, I think the other things are better from a nutrient standpoint.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, we're going to follow through with some of your questions here with Dr. Von Lawrence and Spirit of Health. Welcome back to This is Kansas City. And I know we got a lot of inquiries about that outbreak of the Cyclospora parasite, but I hope we answered all your questions. So just make sure to call the store, Spirit of Health, and they'll give you some of the protocols. Plus, you just got that protocol, and it's out on the internet now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's all over the internet, but it's we'll send it to anybody who asks. Let's just say that.
I got you. So call the store at 816-492-5648. Now I'm going to get to some of these other questions. This was one that came through. There's an average, and again, we're talking about parasite. There's an average of 500,000 tick bites every year. This year, there's been a lot more. Mm-hmm. Can I rub peppermint on my legs to keep them off?
Maybe. Peppermint essential oil, possibly, but I don't honestly know that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. I think any very, very strong smelling essential oil will probably deter them. I really think the best thing to do is to wear socks and wear pants, and you know, just to try to keep them from getting on your body is probably the most intelligent thing to do.
These parasites are getting out of control.
Yeah, well, Lyme is a bacteria. It's a little bit different, but
no, I mean the tick is a parasite.
I guess a tick, would be considered a parasite in and of itself.
But then it gives you bacteria.
What it's dumping into your body is actually a bacteria. Yeah.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. Okay. I didn't think that on the Cyclospora parasite, I didn't think antibiotics would kill it.
No, but what it does is it interrupts their life cycle somehow. I can't remember what the exact mechanism of action is, but it does work. It just takes longer.
Oh.
And why take an antibiotic that kills your immune system and all your good bacteria? Everything. Yeah, like you're taking an antibiotic that destroys your immune system, and it's a very inefficient way to handle this parasite when you can directly kill it with super basic herbs that we have at our store.
Okay. Next question. Is coffee okay to have? I drink, two-part question. I drink coffee until 3 p.m. Is that okay?
I mean, I would say, I'll give you, gosh, we could do a whole show on coffee if you want to sometime. That might be kind of fun. Coffee, yeah. I mean, I think black coffee's best. I think if it's quality, you can buy mold-free coffee these days. I think people drink way too much sugar with their coffee. Like, that's the joke. Like, if you go to Starbucks, like, you're not addicted to coffee. You're actually addicted to sugar, right? That's a problem.
Right.
It's a sugar bomb, right? So, yeah, I mean, coffee has a lot of benefits. It also has a lot of negatives. It's very acidic. Don't do it first thing in the morning. I think that's the biggest mistake people make. Eat something first. The best way to do it would be to eat breakfast, and then you have your coffee mid to late morning, because on an empty stomach, it really spikes blood sugars and cortisol.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's not the best way to do it. You can also offset it with some, coconut milk or just things to offset the acidic nature of it.
Coconut milk's great.
Coconut milk's great. Some people add like collagen to it, butter or ghee to it.
They have no taste collagen. You could just essential peptide.
Yeah, so you can just I think you can. So I think people overdo it. I think they drink it too late in the day.
I do too.
Yeah, and I've had a lot of people with different pain conditions, and I'll just like, hey, try stop drinking coffee for a week, and they do it, and all of a sudden, their knee pain's gone. Their shoulder pain's gone. So when it's acidic and that those acids get into the joints and the tissues, and it's going to cause pain.
Coffee's so popular everywhere.
Yep.
Would be great to do a show on coffee.
Yeah, it'd be fun. We could probably do a whole show on it. There's a lot to it.
That'd be great. Yeah. The follow up to that question was: is there a natural substance that can replace caffeine? That's why this person is doing it.
No, not really. I mean, people do B vitamins, right? People do amino acids. But a lot of the energy drinks and stuff, they're going to have caffeine with the B vitamins and the amino acids. Like, they put it all in there together, which is fine. But if you want some energy without the caffeine, then you're going to want to do B vitamins and amino acids, CoQ10. Anything that provides energy to the cells at the cellular level, but it will not have the stimulating effect that caffeine does. That's why caffeine rules the world, because of, the stimulating effect that it has.
Highest addictive substance out there now, it was reported to be caffeine.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Believe it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't had caffeine in a long time, over a year.
Yeah. Well, good
I
for
feel
you.
better.
Good for you. Yeah, it's not easy to quit, for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that brings us to this question. I heard on your show to take the meds in the morning and the vitamins at night. Will my B12 keep me up all night?
It shouldn't. There are people that B vitamins, especially the B12, can have a stimulating effect. So when I recommend people B vitamins, I recommend they take them in the morning. And if they need more because they're really depleted, I'll have them take them in the morning and at lunchtime. But I usually don't tell people to take them in the evening. So it's a hit and miss. It may or may not affect your sleep. You aren't going to know unless you try it. I'd say most people it will not negatively impact your sleep. But if you just want to be safe with it, just stick to the morning or early afternoon with them, and you probably won't have a problem.
Okay. I hope that answers your question. Okay. Do you sell plant protein?
We do. Yep, we have a veggie fusion protein by Mother Earth Labs. That's probably my favorite. Let's see, we have one called Proteinzyme by US Enzymes. That's a really good product.
These are just powders,
These
right?
are just powders, yeah. I think we have one other one. I think Vibrant Health has a green protein. That's pretty good. We sell one called Strength of Samson because we have some fun biblical names to some of our formulas.
And everything that you have is been vetted by you or your staff.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, nothing's going to get in that store unless it gets by me first. So,
okay.
Yep, if there's a mistake and something bad in there, then as soon as I learn about it, I'm going to get it out. So I'm pretty cautious about what I allow. It's my store. Like, my reputation is on that. So I'm going to really be careful about vetting every single product. But yeah, we have some good veggie-based protein powders, I'd say Mother Earth Labs. Everything Mother Earth Labs is legit. So I would try that one first.
Yeah. I do want to let everybody know that there's a second part to this question, and I think I know the answer, but I am not going to. I'm going to let you answer it. Is animal protein better than plant protein because of the absorption into the body?
People will have different opinions on this. My opinion is 100% that animal protein is superior.
I agree with you.
That's my opinion.
That's my opinion too.
People can disagree. That's okay. Now, I will say the biggest problem is, number one, people have low stomach acid. That's an epidemic problem, that we have low stomach acid, so we're not breaking down and digesting the protein and getting the nutrients out of it properly. I have an HCl challenge that people can do. I'll tell you what it is real quick. It's pretty easy. You get a bottle of hydrochloric acid capsules from our store, and in the middle of a protein meal, you take one capsule. Next protein meal, 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7. And stop when you feel burning or discomfort in your stomach. But we have people all the time get up to 7 capsules and feel nothing.
At one setting?
In one meal.
Wow.
And that's because they're chronically low in stomach acid. So you're not getting the nutrients out of your food if you have low stomach acid. So that's one. And then number 2, I would say the quality of protein, I think, absolutely matters. But no, I think animal protein from a nutrient standpoint and absorption standpoint is superior to plant proteins. And, I might have had a different answer 5 years ago. I've been 15 years trying to figure this out, and I definitely am a fan of animal protein because I work with chronically ill people, and I used to be like, oh, everybody should just do fruits and vegetables, and, people would get so weak. And you know what? I've been putting people on protein and high protein diets, even for cancer, and you know what? It works. And people feel better. They feel stronger, because how can you fight a disease if you're not strong enough to fight it?
How do you know if you have the low stomach acid?
The hydrochloric acid challenge that I just mentioned.
Oh, that'll tell you?
Yeah, because if you take 1 or 2 capsules and you feel like a burning, then you don't have low stomach acid. But if you're eating a steak or chicken and then you take 7 pills, you're literally taking hydrochloric acid in a capsule.
That can't hurt you?
Yeah, it can. If you take it on an empty stomach or you take too much. But what I'm saying is, if you take 7 and you don't feel anything, then you have very, very low stomach acid.
You said it was kind of it's a big deal now, and this is the first I've ever heard about it.
Well, it's a big deal because all these doctors who are completely misinformed put everybody on PPI, proton pump inhibitors, on acid blockers, telling people to take omeprazole and Prilosec and all this garbage that nobody needs. And they really have people have low stomach acid.
Is that right?
Yeah. And you know what can replace the entire antacid industry?
What?
Literally, the entire antacid industry. One thing that's free in your cupboard.
Baking soda?
Baking soda. If anybody has any problem with a meal they're digesting and they get reflux, take baking soda, boom, immediate cure, knocks it out. You don't need any of this multi-million-dollar ridiculous acid blocker industry.
That's interesting. So if you're low on stomach acid, you're not going to break down the protein.
Right. If you're low on stomach acid, that's why you have acid reflux. Not because you have too much acid. That is a complete and total myth.
Oh. That's what they told me. That's why I quit drinking coffee.
Yep. Everybody needs to hear that.
Wow. That's interesting.
It's a big deal, man. It's a big deal. How many people out there listening to this right now are taking some type of acid blocker?
I am.
You have low stomach acid.
I have to take that Prilosec every day.
Yep, you shouldn't.
I shouldn't.
Nope.
Ooh, that's good to know. Okay.
Destroys your stomach lining. It keeps you from absorbing your nutrients properly. It causes osteoporosis. All the side effects of nutrient deficiency and damaging the stomach are right on the label.
Wow.
Read the label.
Okay.
Why does it cause all those problems?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, right. You got to understand what these drugs are doing to our bodies. Well, we got to stop blindly taking stuff because the doctor says so.
All right, and on that note, we are going to take another quick break, and we'll be back to close out the show with Dr. Von Lawrence and Spirit of Health. Welcome back to This is Kansas City. We are joined in studio with Dr. Von Lawrence And I'm going to get to the as many of these as I can, but we'll follow up again. And Dr. Vaughn's going to be in on the 31st again of this month, 2 weeks, so that we can answer more of your questions. I know you're going to send in more, but keep sending them. This is kansascity.com, bottom of the homepage, and we'll try to get them answered. Next question. How do you navigate situations where patients want to stop taking prescribed conventional medications in favor of natural remedies?
That's a really good question, and I will just be very honest. I really, really try to help people get off of prescription medications. I do, because I know it's a Band-Aid. I know their side effects, and I know it's going to cause long-term harm. Now, I'm not saying they don't need them in the moment. Like, let's say you're on a high blood pressure med. But why don't we try to heal your body and get off of the drug? And so that's what I do. I've gotten thousands of people off of medications. People don't need acid blockers. I can get them off of thyroid meds. I can get them off of blood pressure meds. Statin drugs are, gosh, we should do a whole show on statin drugs. I think that's a biggest lie of the medical industry. And so there's just a lot of meds that people don't really need that cause a lot of side effects. Now, there are more challenging ones, right? Like antidepressants. That's very, very challenging. Anti-seizure meds. Okay. I've gotten some people off of anti-seizure meds, but it takes a long, long time and you have to be really careful and go really slow. So my heart, think about it this way. My heart is for people to get well. People who are well don't need pharmaceutical drugs. People who are sick and have problems need pharmaceutical drugs. So let's work on healing your body and getting you well. So it depends on the med. It depends on the situation. Some you can get off of right away. Some are going to take time. But as your body heals, you will not need the medication. How about diabetes meds? Super easy to get off of those. Super easy.
Does it work?
Absolutely, it works. Insulin and metformin and all this stuff, people need to heal their bodies. Here's another way to think about it. No pharmaceutical drug heals the human body. Zero. Okay? They all have a whole list of side effects that cause more problems. We know that, right?
We do
all
know
you gotta
that.
do is read the label. So
Right.
This is not, I'm not saying something that's controversial. Right? No pharmaceutical drug heals the body. Yet, here we have a body designed by God, designed in his image, that heals itself, and all we need to do is help it heal itself. And guess what? We can get off of the man-made drugs.
I saw one of those. I pay attention to the side effects now because of what we did on the other show.
Yeah.
Some of these are so outrageous.
Oh, I know.
You're like,
It's scary.
what in the world may
Yeah.
cause coma and death? What?
Well, I'll say this again. I've said it before. When it lists the side effects, those horrible side effects, all of those things have happened to real people.
Right.
Right?
Even if it's one.
Real people have died and had seizures and had psychosis from
Right.
taking these drugs. Yet they're legally allowed to take it, and it's your choice, and it's the risk you take. I mean, really?
It's like Russian roulette.
It is. And when on earth do they allow that type of grace with herbs? Right? Oh, don't take herbs because, they're dangerous and they're not, they're not studied and they're not proven, and like baloney. Like, go to PubMed and find out how many research articles are done on turmeric. Tens of thousands of documented research studies. Don't tell me again for 1 second that herbs aren't studied in research. That is a lie.
That is another question, but I want to get to this one first. But the other question was, okay, let's start with this one. In an initial consultation, and by the way, if you go to Spirit of Health, 5901 Main Street, Grandview, Missouri, right off of Highway 49, you can get, or call on the phone, you can get a free consultation, right?
Yeah, we do a free discovery call. Anybody who wants a free 15-minute, we do that.
Okay.
Yep.
In an initial consultation, do you ask questions about a patient's emotional state, lifestyle, temperament, and how do you determine which one of these subjective factors are medically relevant to prescribing a remedy?
We ask all those questions. We have people fill out a pretty in-depth health history questionnaire, and it's going to cover all of that. Now, I feel like it's our job to determine what people really need. So we'll refer people other places if we feel like there's a different type of situation going on. But I think the way I'd answer it is this way. I think a lot of people think that what they're feeling is all in their mind, or they've been told it's all in their head, or a doctor told them it's all in their head. And what I actually try to do is show them definitively, and especially you can prove this through lab testing, is it's not all in your head. You actually have mold, or you have parasites, or you have Lyme disease, and you've been told this whole time that you're just crazy, or you're a hypochondriac, or, whatever. So I want to just help people realize that, like, no, they're not crazy, and what they're sensing and what they're feeling is real. So yeah, you can say those things are subjective, and we do look at all of that information, but we're always going to recommend the best route, and that's to see me if it's chronic illness. We have a couple other practitioners, Raina, Alika, we have health coaches, or we might just say, hey, I don't know if that's a good fit, or hey, you know what, it sounds like what you're experiencing, you might need to go see a chiropractor. So we're going to really give people what we feel is the best wisdom and the best advice. We're not about like trying to get as many clients as we can. We're really trying to help people. And that's what I think is different about us, and what sets us apart is we really, really care, and we want to see people get better. And I will totally be honest with people and refer them somewhere else if I think that's what's best.
spiritofhealthkc.com for more information and to order any of the things we've been talking about. By the way, I do take the baking soda.
Yeah.
I bought it from your store. Just a quick reminder, don't go to the grocery store and buy the baking soda that's on the shelf. It is not for human consumption.
Yeah, we sell food-grade baking soda. It's been independently third-party tested, completely clean of all heavy metals like aluminum, which can be high in baking soda. And so you do want something that's clean and that has been tested, especially if you're going to take it internally. And it's cheap. I mean, even our baking soda is very, very cheap.
I think I paid $10 or something.
No, I'm pretty sure. I think
$8?
I think an entire pound is less than $8. A pound. It's cheap.
Yeah. And it's good stuff. You don't taste it.
Nope. It's the good stuff.